By now, you all know that we are having a baby. We wanted to share with you guys how we found out and how we felt about it and everything. A couple months ago, I was working at a job and I liked it or whatever. Our relationship wasn't the best, but we were still talking to each other and whatnot. You know how that goes. And so one day, a girl at my job, she's like, "Oh, I had a pregnancy scare." I'm like, "Oh," I remember those. And I was like, "Oh," you look like, "Oh, damn, I'm sorry." It was so funny to be on the other side of it, because usually it would be me saying it to a person. So she's like, "Oh, but I'm not pregnant, blah, 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 I just got my period." And I'm like, when she said that, it was like pain started happening. So I'm like, "Oh."
Wait, so like as soon as you said it?
Like when she said it, it's like afterwards, it was like, oh no, that's not what happened. I remembered that I had my period, then I started getting like little bit pains, like period pains. And I put on a pad and stuff, went back and there was like spotting. So I'm like, "Oh, I got my period, blah, blah, blah." I started preparing myself, I started taking Tylenol, all that type of stuff to prevent it. Prevent pain or whatever. I go home. A couple hours pass, I go home. And there's no more blood.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm like, I can't be pregnant.
So you were spotting and then you didn't see no blood after that?
No.
Oh, shit.
So I had a pregnancy test in my house already. And I took it. And it came out positive. And I was just like, am I reading something wrong? Let me rub my eyes a little bit. And I didn't want to tell him because of things that we had went through in the past. And I was just like, no, this can't be what's happening right now. Because especially how our relationship was, this wasn't what needs to be happening. So, and I wasn't going to tell him. I don't know what it is. I can't hold things in. I can't hold secrets. So, when it comes to myself, like I can't. Like I don't know. I don't know. So I FaceTime him and I put the thing in the camera like that, like the plus sign in the camera. And one thing about me is I like to prank a lot.
She's bad at it.
Even though
it
doesn't matter.
That
doesn't matter. That's not the point. I like to prank a lot. So I was like, he was like, "Is that a joke?" I was like, "No, I'm being serious." He was like, "What he said?"
What he said? What I said?
What you said? Oh, he was like, "Oh, is that real?" And I said, "Yes." And he was like, "Oh, it's and I said, "It's a joke," because he started getting tight. "No, you hung up the phone."
I did.
You hung up the phone. And I called back and I was like, "It's a joke, relax. You're doing too much."
Why you said a joke for?
Because you got tight. And then I said, "Oh, it's not a joke, it's real." And he was like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean it's not a joke? You need to go to the clinic and get checked to see if it is true." So then he was like, "Go take a pregnancy test." Another one. To make sure I'm not lying. So then I went to the dollar store. Bought one for like $2. And it came with 2 in a pack. So I put water on one. And of course it came out negative. And I sent him a picture of that. And then I took the other one just to see for myself, like, am I really pregnant? And it came out positive. And I was just like, oh my God. And so I sent it to him and he was like, "Oh, okay, blah, blah. Go to the clinic just to make sure."
Yeah.
So he wanted to like pinpoint things to be in the A-OK. And it was across the street from his job. So I go to the clinic and they do a blood test because that's the most accurate way to know. And the results are not going to come back for a week. So he was like, "Did you even go for real?" And I was like, "Yes, I went." And all that stuff. So the results came back, and of course it was over the phone. And I was at work, and they called me, and I answered, and it was like, "Oh, it's positive. I want you to know that it's positive. And I was just like, wait, no. At first it was delayed. They delayed it. Then it was taking a really long time to send it to me. I had to keep calling back. But basically they told me that it was positive. And when they told me it was positive, I was just like, oh my God. Like, there were so many things because of so many things that happened to me in the past that just made me have like a squirmish view of being pregnant. Like, I just did not want to be pregnant, right? Like, no. No. When she told me that, my heart was just like, damn. So then I told him, I said, the results came back. And he was like, what is it? And I said it was negative.
Damn, bro.
Then I think he called me.
You misled me.
I think he called me and was like, well, what did it say? And I said, oh, it was negative. He was like, are you lying? I said, no, I'm not lying. It's negative. And he was like, oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. He thought he was in the clear. My son thought he was in the clear.
No, Kizzy.
The whole time I'm over here stressing. I'm booking doctor's appointments and all types of stuff. No, I don't think I did. Did I? I think I waited a while. And then I did. But he still didn't know any of that stuff. And then one day he came over to my house and spent the night, blah blah blah. And then I went to work the next day and he was still here. And what did you do, Raine?
Oh yeah, I thought you was lying. Like, I saw something. I expected something was fishy.
Like, why?
Cause I'm like, there's no way that you're not pregnant. Like, it was more so like I just felt like you was lying, low-key. So I went through your messages between you and your friend, and I seen you texted saying that like, I'm pregnant, and I ain't tell Raine. Like, I told him, but he got upset, so I lied and said I was joking.
If you were me, would you have told you?
Yeah, I would have told me, because like, no matter if I got tech, you still should have told me. Like,
even though it was a messed up situation, he's still around. Okay? But yeah, it's like now our relationship is much healthier. You know, of course we have our ups and downs, any relationship, like with any person, any type of relationship. But I can say that we're finding balance and compromise with each other, and we're learning each other more, and we're building up a healthy environment for our child. But yeah, that was how we found out and how we felt about it. We have more story times to come.
that's a fact.
You know, about things that we went through in the past and things that we learned and all that type of stuff, and motivational videos that's trying to, like, I don't know, like, there's some couples out there that have been through what we've been through, and I can honestly say not many people come out of this. Don't worry about my nail, okay? Don't worry about my nail.
No one's worrying about your nail.
They could saw it, but it was like a lot of people have some people have been through what we went through and never made it out of that. I don't know how we made it out of that.
Thank y'all so much for watching. It's been your boy Raine and
Angie.
peace out, y'all.